Writing and graphing inequalities. Incomplete, insecure, inconvenient, inaccurate. They all mean the opposite. It's not convenient, it's inconvenient. It's not accurate, because it's not accurate, it's inaccurate. So inequality, the relationship between two expressions that are not equal. So an example would be 7 is less than 10 because 7 is not equal to 10. So that's an inequality. 4 is greater than a negative 4. That's an inequality because it's not equal. So the inequality symbols I want you to know are these. Not equal to, greater than, less than. When you add a line underneath them, then it means greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. Make sure you have those in your notebook. So what are solutions? List at least 5 solutions for each inequality. I'll do the first one. It says x is less than or equal to 4. So 4 could be a solution. 3, 2, 1, 0 could all be solutions. You do the next two. Okay, so let's take a look. I need y greater than, I need numbers greater than 7. It can't equal 7, so I could have like 8, 9, 10, 200, 250. Y is less than a negative 11. So less than it would be like negative 12, negative 13. Remember, the bigger the number in the negatives, it's actually the smaller it is. Why would we not list out the solutions in an inequality? Because if we tried to list them all out, there's too many possibilities. It would take too long because it could technically go on forever. So starting points. So let's write this in our notebooks. For anything with the greater than, equal to, or less than or equal to, if you have the equal to sign, it means included. So you would draw a dot and you would color it in. Okay, so an example of that would be like x is equal to 4, so that where that dot is on the number line would mean the 4. If you are not including, for instance, these don't have the equal sign, when you draw your circle, you leave it open. It's not shaded in. For instance, it's not going to equal 7, but it's going to be everything greater than 7. So we're going to graph possible solutions. So we'd start at 4 and we'd circle it. Whoops. And then we'd try to decide, is it equal to? Yes, so we have to color it in. Now I need numbers that are less than 4. So we have to ask ourselves, is 5 less than 4? No, but 3 is. So it's going to be all the numbers less than 4. So that's how you would graph it. So this one, I start at 7. And I need numbers greater than 7. Now it doesn't equal 7, so I don't color it in, but I need the numbers greater than 7, so I'd go this way, because 8 is greater than 7. Now if your number lines don't have numbers on them, you can just put in negative 4. Now remember, this would be negative 5 on this side, and this would be a negative 3 on this side. So I need numbers less than or equal to a negative 4, so I color it in, and I need numbers less than it. So the number goes this way. The bigger the number, the less than it is. All right, you try this one. Stop the video, come back when you've got it. Okay, so I'm at a negative 9. You can just put it right anywhere you want. And now I need numbers bigger than negative 9, so it would go this direction. Go ahead and give this one a try. Now, you will notice I put watch out, reverse it, so its variable's always on the left, because it kind of reverses things. So if you want to think of this, I need all the numbers bigger than 1. So I put the 1, I circle it because it's open, it's not equal to it, but I need the numbers bigger than it. So it's going to go this direction. So to help you out, it's always nice to put the variable on the other side. So you have to think about flipping it. Or you can think about just changing them around. But when you do that and you put the variable on the left, you got to think about, if here's my variable, which way is that facing? Well, the bigger side, the open side, is facing the variable, so it should look like this. So all the numbers greater than 1. So how do I write inequalities? Well, you always start with your x or your variable. We're just going to use x. Now, we have to decide if it's greater than or equal to. Well, it's open, so it's either going to be greater than or equal to, and it's at 0. So we have x is 0. So now we have to think about we need all of the numbers less than 0, but it's not equal to. So there's my inequality. In this one, I would have an x and a 2, or negative 2, because that's where I'm at. Now it's going to be all of the numbers bigger than it, so x is greater than or equal to a negative 2. Go ahead and try these two. Okay, so let's take a look. I start with my variable on the left. This is a negative 3. So I need the numbers bigger, so it'd be greater than. It is not equal to because it's not colored in. In this case, I have x and a negative 5. So I need numbers less, negative 4. Sorry, that's a negative 4. And I need the numbers smaller than it, so I need smaller than and equal to. So x is less than or equal to a negative 4. Your homework for tonight is T2, and tomorrow will be T3 and T1.